Bruh.
Hey,
Traders, welcome to episode 826 of the show. Could be doing anything, but you're here. Really appreciate it. Taking a look at Bitcoin, of course. I'm here early, very, very early, extremely early. And it has broken out of the respective downtrend, the supply line. You know, as of last night, I was doing an improv late night stream after LSU won the title. Sorry, Kevin, man. RIP. But hey, you can't argue that Burrow's like the best quarterback. He had the best season in the history of college football this year. Like, no quarterback that's amazing in the NFL ever did what he did. He's the best. So, and he will stay the best until someone breaks all his records that he broke. So, hey, why fight the tide, man? LSU was in a huge bull trend. Rode them all year, man. So, yeah, great news on Bitcoin breaking that 8,500 historical resistance. Looking left. That's awesome, man. And what has this done? This has helped propagate altcoin prices to much higher levels. We're talking, on average, altcoins across the board are up 10%. Average. Okay, we're talking Bitcoin Cash, 20%. Ethereum Classic, 18.2%. My God. EOS up nearly 20%. And then again, most everything else up around 10%. Even XRP's up, chat. Oh my God. But I don't think it will be enough to summon the Moon Boys from their graves. Also need a sound check because when I'm in here, I have no idea. I have headphones on and it sounds kind of loud to me, but I don't know.
Bounty hunters. We don't need that scum.
What's up, Wine09? Thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Dude, it's wild, man. It's only 40 minutes. Or what are you talking about, Timbo, dude? I'm not supposed to be live for like another 3.5 hours or something crazy. Yeah, 3.5 hours. So, whatever, man. You know, if you want some context here, if you don't know what's going on, there's like, oh my God, too many lines, too many colors. Well, you know, they all have their purpose if you know how to read it. So, you know, that's like you not knowing how to read Japanese and then going and starting to read a Japanese book and you're like, I don't get it, man. This is fake. This is stupid. And then you just leave. And it's like, okay, that's great. So this is a different language. This technical analysis is certainly a different language if you've never studied it, right? So the high point to low point of the structure, we've exceeded the 23% retrace, though that is exactly where Bitcoin stalled. Right, all weekend. I mean, as soon as you got there, I mean, it was almost a week period, 5 to 6 days, before finally resetting the oscillators on the 4-hour and 60-minute, and now you're bullishly engulfing today. It would be very insane to not have a close with a bullish engulfing candle with what's happened. So, you know the next target. I mean, the 382, the 200-day moving average right there, 92.72 is kind of it. I mean, where we are is, yeah, right here, some peak from October 2019, but that was like, these are like up thrust levels. This is the historical level. So holding above 8,500 is the most important thing, I think, at this point. Beyond these up thrust points right here, you've got some sort of minor overhead resistance at 9,200 or so, and then above that is like 97 to 10K. Okay, so we talked about this last night, even when I was drunk. Who cares if I'm drunk, man? It's not like I'm not going to talk about TA. Like, okay, I mean, drinking and driving is one thing, but drinking and doing TA is, you know, I'm not going to be saying different things, I don't know, than I'd be saying sober, drunk with this stuff. So, like, 9,500 is the major overhead resistance of the structure. So that is the most important area if you want a true trend reversal. What is crazy, I think, I didn't even look at Litecoin today, but just looked at the price and I saw it and it's alarmingly above $65, which is an overhead resistance that must be broken and held above for a reversal on that asset. So it's going to be very good. Yeah, 57. Oh, never mind. You're not. Never mind. You're 57, not 67. My bad, dude. Yeah. So you're not above that crazy area yet. So like 9,500 for Bitcoin is like $65 for Litecoin. 160 for Ethereum, I believe. Oh, Coinbase is closed, man. Let's raise our fees, then shut down when there's volatility. Wait, that's why you pay more fees so that stuff doesn't happen, Coinbase. That's not how you do it, dude. Good God. It's getting wild, GTMK, IV. I don't know, I guess. Yeah. I mean, if you want to know what really happened, this asset hit its measure move and not really any higher. What measure move you talking about, dude? This measure move, my God, hit it like the Jesus, man. The Jesus, dude. Inverse head and shoulders. Measure move. Was tweeted. This was tweeted, dude. And this was like, this was it, man. Now we know, in time, though the small pattern played out, thank you, TA, respected, beautiful. We've broken this wedge, some degree anyway, right? You've broken it. You can see the supply line and you're out of it. Now, whatever happens here, you're not overbought, so there's still room to run to the upside. Breaking above this little up thrust area of 8,800, I think 90, really right above you, 9270, 9260. That's like confluent with the beginning of the golden zone and major resistance area, right? I mean, you can just kind of see it where you chopped around. That will be definitely used as resistance like it was before here. So what I mean is, like, on Bitcoin, you've had this major pattern in development for 6-7 months now. And this pattern is bullish, especially with the context that before it, the impulse was to the upside. So downsloping consolidation is good because it gives market makers, market participants the ability to buy at value levels to reaccumulate. And 65% retrace is a value area. You know that, the golden retrace. Now, we know there are better areas of value, 7,800, or sorry, the 786 and the 886. But when there's no support looking left down there at those areas, you got to think this would hold at least for some time. And it has. Where we tested it, we failed, but then sprung, then we back tested the spring, and we were off. So anyway, with the wedge, the small pattern could be what ushers in the larger pattern, where the targets from a high point to low point for a wedge on any traditional market, you're looking for a 50% profit taking level and a 618 profit taking level. Though it could happen now, or it could, the target's hit on the small pattern, so there could be a sell-off, and this thing could just skate outside of this pattern long enough and back test it and then run again, and that could take weeks or a month or two. So I'm not really sure what's next now. It's like we made the trade. I mean, we can find it real quick and show it or something. It's chill music though, like this. It's good. Yeah, dude, it's like, what are we supposed to do now? Hold on. I mean, this was it, dude. It was like the bullish engulfing signal. Let me see if I can get this up. Dang it, dude. Hold on. Oh, don't tell me, dude. Really? It's not capturing? That's so weird. God, of course it's doing that. I don't know why. Let me try something, dude. I'll get it working. It's just like in space overlay, man, it's tough. Oh my god, dude. I guess I get to bring it up here. Whatever, dude. So ghetto. Sorry. I'm embarrassed. Alright, so the entry was like 72.50. Alright, you won't be able to see it very well, but we hit it 3 times. It pulled back $100 from where it was then, 3 times, and then was off. Okay, so target hit as of literally today, just a couple hours ago. So let's do some Jesus chimes. But a have been respected, man. Hype in the chat.
Bruh.
Good, good. All right, we locking in on the Bitcoin right now. Got him, chat. We got him. Okay. Kevin, I don't really know how well that's going to help us, right? I mean, it really... It's like longer term forecasting, right? This harmonics, if you do it like that big of a pattern, I mean, how long do you have to wait for it to play out? And how long do you have to wait for it to not play out? You know what I'm saying? So like, the mid-range, the mid-sized, relatively large size harmonics are good, the best. And then like when you start doing like weekly time scale harmonics, man, that's like super slow. Yes, I disregard. It is. So y'all can hear me fine, right? From here? Like no problem, man? Oh my god, dude, you shorted XRP. It's tough to do that when you know what Bitcoin is going to do to that asset. Hello? This is not the hype in the chat I was looking for at all, dude. Wow. It's like Bitcoin didn't even pump, it seems, right? Thanks for the 324 here. Thanks for the 69 likes. In the spaceship, man. Okay, so yeah, you broke the downtrend. That's good. But let's take a look at log scale, all right? Because that's the one I told you I wanted to be keeping my eye on more because it's been respected before, and we need to take heed of it. And see, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is why you can't be over euphoric. This is why taking profit at if you took an entry at 72.50 with us, taking profit is prudent. You know, right now you're below the profit taking level, right? Well below it, almost $100. So look where we are in log scale, chat, at the top of the supply line. So please understand, this has been respected in the past where, you know, patrons had this plotted. It was like 1 and 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top. And this thing ran up and hit it like to Jesus before pulling back and selling off and hitting the bottom again. And almost hitting it once more for rallying. And so here you are once more. So again, don't get cocky, kid. Log scale might be what sets us free, and this might be a reversal area. I'm not kidding. So everyone, please take heed of log. Well, Thomas, man, it didn't happen overnight. It took... I don't know, it took maybe over a week for the trade to play out. So what does that tell you, you know? What's the next target? It's over, dude. I mean, 9,200, 9,250 or something. It's like the 382, but how are you going to get there if this pattern or if this scale is respected? This will be where you reverse to the downside. I don't know. I don't think BSV is why Bitcoin pumps. Dude, we were playing this pattern and the altcoins pumped after this started, okay? Like all, besides Ethereum Classic, Monero and Dash, they all started with Bitcoin engulfing here. So, oh, did y'all see like the Fed added like 82 billion today, the repo market? But that we knew that was happening. And this is the day. So as of today, all quantitative easing is done. Like, it's gone. Like, any type that the Fed tried before, the Fed now owns as many assets, if not more, than the time we did before we started all the QE. So, nice job, Fed. Illiquidity crisis in the smaller banks. Oh my god, so I guess BSV is the new king, right? It's all over. Bitcoin's done what BSV's done. Everything's almost done what it's done. I want to look at Ethereum Classic, though, because that's the one that's been respected in TA the most. Okay? I mean, this is brilliant, beautiful. I know some of y'all are in this. Seriously. This was one that looked promising. It was like, look, man, you're near, like, you know, look, 100% retrace. The divergence appeared. No negative momentum on the slightly lower low at the 100% retrace. Boom, you're up now. Look at it. It was like you were up 50%, 60%. You probably doubled that. Look at the highest point from the lowest point. 105% increase in value since December 18th. So in less than 1 month, 100% gains. ETC. Hype in the chat. Wow. Beautiful. Who cares who the leader was? Because, like, guess what? All these altcoins you're talking about performed terribly and lost, like, all their value. When Bitcoin pumped from 33.43 all the way up, or 31.50 its bottom, to nearly 14,000, the altcoins all followed and all underperformed on that run, and they all oversold Bitcoin on the correction, where they lost almost all the value they made on that run, where Bitcoin only lost 65% of its value before rebounding, before reversing. So who cares? Good job on your altcoins thinking that they're special. I mean, yeah, there's just money going into them because they got so beaten down. Okay, they were showing signs of exhaustion just like Bitcoin was. Coinbase Pro's down. Yeah, it's trash. Like, crypto trading, dude, welcome to it. It's all kind of a clown show. So don't go to the circus and get mad when clowns present themselves, aka exchanges, on this market. Yeah, Genix, that means, like, it will lose half its value in a day, probably at some point in the future, right? It will get wrecked just as easily as it got pumped by the same people. So, again, this had signs, but hey, you're in the golden zone, right? I mean, between 595 and 744, how long? People who watch this stream, how long have I been talking about 595 to 744 in Ethereum Classic? The common retrace area, you've hit the halfway mark. No higher, or traders have settled $6.60 total right now, and up 20.65%. Crazy. All right, we can go to Ethereum if you want, and just all of them. Who cares? Because that, I mean, that is like the headline, man. Altcoins and Bitcoin today.
Hi, Mitch. Putting forth a stock word really look here, possibly worse. Dollar CGC, clinking beer mugs.
What's up, Timbo? Thanks for the threes, dude. Holy crap, getting attacked by freaking TIE fighters out here, man. Whew, scary stuff. Okay. We will look at it for sure right after Ethereum. So looking at log scale like I've been doing it, and hey, look, you're trying to exceed 165. That is a major resistance. It's an overhead resistance historically. So getting above that, staying above would be good, but then it's like the way I have my trend line, my channel plotted, you're right at the resistance. Okay, so if Bitcoin and log scales at its supply line, Ethereum is at its supply line. Okay. Critical areas where this could reverse to the downside. You're overbought for the first time on Ethereum since September. It's been many months, but this could just as easily get out of overbought territory with the time that remains left in the day if any selling pressure was to come in to play. But good news, man. You know, you got to break 165, you got to hold above it for a while. You can't just barely hold above it and crap around. You might just reverse there, beat up thrust. I mean, like, look at historically what's happened at these areas. I mean, like, look, you know, you hit this area.
Check out Shackmon.
Oh my god, man. Andy, man, what's up, dude? Thanks for the 10. Shack Connect. Yeah, we can look at Shack CGC. take a gander. All right, so that's what you should know at a supply line. Below the 200-day moving average, right? You eventually want to get above it. You want to be in an uptrend, sustained uptrend, right? I mean, this is the way a real uptrend should look. You see the 200-day, this is where the price action should be above it, not below it. So that's another thing to think about. You got to get back above this sucker. Okay, CGC. Find out what it means to me. It was up 10% yesterday. Anytime an asset's up 10%, I don't care if it breaks out or not, it's high risk to be going long immediately. But it's up 2.77%, getting followed the price action. But the thing is, see, you bought, if you had bought at market open, this thing would have pulled back and you could have gotten devastated. But it back tested the neckline, regarded it as support, and has rallied throughout the day and hit a high of 24.43. Where's that? Look left. Resistance. Old gap fill too. So yes, getting some follow price action, not overbought yet, still good volume involved on this one. Beautiful. Bullish Gartley into an inverse head and shoulders, confirmed now in a measured move. Eventually would put you around, well, just happens to be the beginning of the golden zone, $31. There you have it, near the 200-day moving average. Well, not unreasonable to believe the CGC in time couldn't get there, right? It very well could. Beautiful. CGC, baby. Thanks, DGen Poker. No one cares, though. I mean, no one notices. Or, I mean, a couple people do. It's just like, meh. I'd rather watch some guy look at CoinMarketCap, dude, than this guy. Whatever, man. Yeah, thanks. Nearly 400 people tuned in right now. We're just hanging out. Thought there'd be more hype than this, but I don't know. I guess everyone's numb to it. Well, there's someone better out there providing these market updates. That might be what's going on too. Okay, Shake Shack. Man, you'd think with the macro selling off, this wouldn't be okay. Oh, here we go, man. You're breaking out. There we go, man. Was getting a little monkey ass yesterday and the day before where we failed again, but now getting a beautiful tweezer bottom bullish engulfing candle and breaking some sort of neckline here in a measured move of this pattern puts you around $67.40. Now you look left, there is some overhead resistance here to be worrisome about, I guess. I mean, you can't be worried about it because it's like, hey man, thy will be done when you take your trades. You know, you set your stop, you set your entry, you have your reasons why, and you have your profit taking level. And so you let it ride. And it's like, if we get wrecked here, thy will be done. I'll get stopped out eventually, whatever. But if you break it, man, there's not really any resistance. Okay, breaking this area will yield you probably the target of the trade. And it could rally much higher. I mean, my God, a gap fill is way up at $84 on this asset. So looking good in the neighborhood. Bullish divergence on the RSI. So this thing looking to fly. Wow. Not this song, dude. No. We don't do weird stuff. Excellent, Wayne Batson. Eat the best weed you've ever had, man. Good stuff. TK, you love my Star Wars better than the sequels? Yeah, dude, the sequels sucked, dude. Attack of the Clones. I mean, what about the first one? It was awful. What chart is this? This is Shake Shack. If you can notice in the top right of the chart screen, it says SHAK, which is the enlarged ticker. That's it, dude. Shake Shack. And there is a Kurt on Coinbase, man. Okay, so there's your Shake Shack. Great, dude. So let's take a look at Litecoin. in log scale, of course. A big bullish engulfing candle on very high volume. And yes, you were overbought now. This is the first time Litecoin's been overbought since June of 2019. Wow. And it's the highest RSI you've seen since May of 2019. So very significant development on Litecoin. Really going, but we know $65, $64.75 is the major overhead resistance that must be broken and back tested, and you must run again to reverse the overall trend. That has not happened yet. So far, if this thing was to reverse here and start selling off, then you've never made a higher high. You've only made a lower high than the previous high, and the downtrend could continue. So nice stuff on Litecoin, but we know what's like one of the final bosses, a huge boss, the temple, Shadow Temple boss, whatever. Right here, $65, big time. Yeah, dude, I had a background as a rapper, man. Right, Capo. Kajito, what do you mean? How's Litecoin undervalued? How do you know that? Like, how can you value this asset? There's no creation of a product or service that Litecoin utilizes. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't, like, you can't say it's undervalued. It's very difficult, if not impossible, to value these digital currencies. Therefore, it's all based off speculation, technical analysis, sentiment of the market, and momentum. Already looked at Ethereum, sorry. That's right, Blessed 1V, but I fear by the time we get there, if we do, you're going to be exhausted. The exhaustion impulse right here. But that's okay. You hit it, you sell off, you start flagging, consolidate bullishly, and then backtest an old other support, right? Like $53, $54. Hold that, or hold $48. And then maybe market participants would see value there, and then it could run again after consolidating, reaccumulation. I don't even know which chart I've been looking at on this one, man. Like, dude, I don't even remember. I think it was something like this one. Yeah, and then didn't make the adjustment. Right. Yeah, it was like, if I was to adjust again, I don't look at this that often. There you go. Would have been like that, kind of like Bitcoin's, but look at that, man. All right. Sorry, let me hold stuff. So where are you? A major overhead resistance, right? Look left, April 2019, August 2019. Here you are. It's been plotted there, dude. This is an unupdated chart. I mean, I just updated it, but like, dude. And you could also anchor from the bottom, and you're still broken out, no matter what way you look at it. So if we're looking at log scale, Fibonacci, I mean, you can use it, but this is like a 618, 786. 618, yeah. So you've hit the golden retrace in log scale, which is kind of confluent with an overhead resistance. So going to be very difficult to break that. If you do eventually break that, you would think in time we would see the next overhead resistance. Dude, I think 413 might play a role as resistance, which is like around the 786. But dude, overhead resistance, next one's like 469, 480, whatever, and then $500. Wow. So it'd probably be healthy for a pullback here, make a higher low at another support area to back test it, and then run again, probably. This is good news because this is like, look on the daily, the impulse, how impulses work. You will one wave, you go through that consolidation phase, you lose most of your positive momo, you get out of overbought territory, and then you have your second pump, right? The attempted rally, we call it, and that could yield you higher prices. So very good on Bitcoin Cash, but this thing since December 16th has appreciated in value from its lowest point to highest point, 117%. So it's kind of like Ethereum Classic. Crazy. I don't know about that JDR. Really don't know about that. I mean, maybe, but why do we have to guess or try to speculate or make sense of what's happened? Because, dude, the technicals were telling us mainly everything we needed to know about Bitcoin. and a lot of the altcoins, right? This is all technical play to us, right? Yeah, we can go to total. Sure, I looked at it yesterday. I think it broke back above a critical area. Yeah, let me update this crap. This is a resistance, man. This is the resistance area. Like, again, where we had broken it, okay? You can see how many times we regarded it, and here we are once more. You gotta break it and hold above it if you want to see a reversal in the overall trend of total. So, I haven't really made any changes to this chart. I don't look at it that often. But, yeah, you can see where we are. Big time critical area. Wow. Nice Schwab, man. So that's your analysis, man. So let's change the Fibonacci here. Right, high to low. You've hit it. You exceeded a 236. Good. And so if you can ever break this area, that's a resistance. The 382 puts you at $251 billion total market cap for crypto. 50% is 277, and the 618 is 303 billion. So of course we can make adjustments, whatever, you know, who cares. But yeah, man, this is not a joke area. This is like over and over and over. This is a huge battleground area, so breaking above it could be extremely good. But we've broken above it before. The last time was terrible. It was like you broke it and held, and then just no demand, and then just dumped again back below it. So Tony, I already looked at BSV, man. Vlad, I already looked at BSV, dude. You're welcome. Okay. My God. So you can just rewind. I have DVR. It's an amenity available to viewers. EOS. Major breakout, dude. Major breakout. But the great news about EOS was it broke out a couple days ago, not today. So this thing's climbed up to a major overhead resistance, one of the first ones, 370. You got to break that, hold above it if you want a true trend reversal. All right, and then right above that is 424. And then right above that's friggin' 471, man. It's like 1, 2, 3. After that, there's no overhead resistance till 764. So, I mean, like, each one of these will play a role as a potential reversal area. You think the strongest resistance is going to be at like 420, which we almost hit, as you can see, looking left. Right here, all this chop, resistance. Okay. That's the area to break if you really want EOS to reverse its overall trend, which it hasn't yet, but we're getting closer. Andy says, I must say, Mitch, I've spent thousands of dollars on different trading courses over the years, and the knowledge you give away for free matches those paid courses. Take advantage, people. Thanks, Andy, man, for the advocacy and the kind words. Much love. The rocket sounds, how often do the rocket sounds go off, dude? I think the noises happen twice. Are you really that bothered by the rocket sounds 2 times in the entire stream? The stream's been going on for 40 minutes now. Dang, dude, complaining about the wrong things here. Did you not hear what Andy just said? Right. Spot price is leading. I mean, yeah, I know the whole CME options were launched yesterday. I don't know if that really has anything to do with this movement. It's further volatile price action. Thanks for the 148 likes. Y'all amazing. See if we can get 200 at some point. Go to hyperdrive. Return to the pump, man. Yeah, dude. Imagine owning Engine and no other altcoins. Or Tomo. Wow. That's funny, dude. So Link, dude, continuing to climb. I mean, not really, though. It is. It's engulfing today, but it's only just barely hit its highest high of the run so far. So it's really been kind of stuck there in a rut. The good news is trying to break above the 200-day moving average for the first time. If the candle closed right now, it would be, but this could just as easily pull back and close below it again. I mean, you're talking 1, 2, 3, 4 times Link has failed to break above the 200-day moving average. 5 times the charm. So very good, you know, hitting the areas where one could take profit, but we know this could climb much higher. For sure. Thank y'all for the kind words. I'm glad y'all think that. I'm not sure that's true, but hey, if your opinions say that stuff, I'm really, really grateful that y'all think that of me. Okay, much love. I mean, you know, VeChain's doing things. It's only up 7%, 7.5%, so it's kind of underperforming the rest of the market. I mean, I think we did a trade setup on Tron, but it was like a long-term position Tron play. I think it was like this. Did it on US Tether, I think? Dollar Tether? Yeah, dude, perfect, right? Very nice candle today. This looked like, I think a lot of them maybe had something similar, but look where the traders settled up back in September. This is why I put emphasis not on the wicks. I do understand the wicks are important and we use those and regard them all the time, but you understand why I care about candle closes the most, because that is where traders settled up. And look, I would have never been able to, you know, find an inverse head and shoulders on Bitcoin if I had not known about traders setting up, and would have said it's an invalid pattern if I didn't care about the left shoulder on Bitcoin. So again, man, I could have just as easily been like this, you know, and it's the same thing. But like, look, that's it. There was divergence there on the short term, and on the weekly, I think we maybe had some too. But here you go. So the entry was like 1.3 pennies, and you're at 1.6 pennies, which isn't much, but it is a certain amount of percentage. I don't know what's up so far. It's got a long way to go if it's to truly get up there. This got its highs since the entry, 26.7% gain. It's not bad. Not bad for maybe a week or something. Okay, man, so Bitcoin's still just chilling on a breakout, 87.60. When we hit a high today, I believe it was like 88 something, right? 88.19 or something. No. What's the high of the day? 88.59. There we go. Sorry. Sorry, I'm doing something. Oh, sorry. Wrong thing. What the heck? Thank you, Justo Salinas. That's what I was going for, Cowboy. Yeah, Scrubcoin 88 had gains today. Who cares? It's not special, right? Not a special asset. So, all the least special S coins pumped today. Wow, I'm so surprised. We want to look at Monero real quick. Full Monero climbing, not even at its highest point, just right back to the 236. Even with 6% up, it's kind of underperforming the market right now. But it had its nice run, huge volume, great FOMO levels of volume came into this. This was probably something to do with Iran, privacy coins. So we know that eventually we should see Monero at $73 to $91 if it's just to make a common retrace. That's it, dude. It is great based on, like, what has it done? Oh, but they've said they've done all these things. It's not doing anything, dude. It hasn't performed in price action, or has it done really anything to change the world. So it means it's pretty much useless. 88. Get mad. yoga. I mean, I don't think it's sad. It's just the reality of the situation. You can perceive it to be sad, but taking emotions out of trading will help you tremendously. So again, man, you know, this is great and all, but I'm sorry that you didn't show any accumulation on Monero. Your lowest low was December 2019 of the correction. So we haven't seen any form of real established accumulation here. So what would happen is you'd like to hit one of these, maybe hit this and sell off a little bit, consolidate, flag, and then run again. Because when the consolidation ends and you've made a higher low than the previous low, that is when we can say the composite man is showing us there is some accumulation. But at the same time, we could argue, wait, man, look left and understand we never hit the December 15th, 2018 low, meaning despite anything, there is some sort of accumulation that goes back 52 weeks. Argument made. Okay. Well, either way, I don't care. You got to make a higher low when this reversal does occur. Right around the block.
Type in the chat for the early stream. Let's get that 200 likes and go into hyperdrive. I'm a working and a lurking. Fireworks. Flexed biceps. Alien. Thumbs up. Fireworks.
B-sides, simple B-sides, man. Thanks for the threes, dude. Thanks for the attack on my ship and my life. Kings, dude. Much love. Okay. Whew. I'm feeling it, Chad. I am. I had a late night last night. You know, celebrated. It was like Saturday for me, since I work 7 days a week. Oh my god, dude. Sorry. That was probably really loud. I can't help it. It's this piece of crap. Oh my god. I will destroy this thing, dude. Okay. Yeah, man. Crazy night last night. And feeling it today. So definitely rough around the edges. But here to cover early either way. No, wait till y'all are like saying whatever I'm doing is awesome. Wait until we're in full screen and there's actually like the drink troll here, like making this thing go crazy, dude. Yeah, I mean, Randy, I'm not going to say that, but that was a team I bet on. Hey, my bookie took Clemson, and what he told me before the game, I asked him, I was like, I feel real good about my bet now, much better. The public was on the underdog yesterday on Clemson. Y'all were. I did a poll and like over 100 people voted on the poll, and most of y'all picked Clemson and went against what I said. Y'all, I said LSU will do the vote, and y'all went against me for the most part. Well, 66% plus did. What was the next sub meetup? Oh, I don't know, man. Well, we were thinking like maybe 30 or 50,000. So, whatever on that. So I really want y'all to know, and just if you're tuning in now, we don't need to forget about this one. This is a big deal, dude. This is not a joke. This is Bitcoin and log scale that's been respecting this channel very well. So it might very well happen here. It would make all the sense in the world if we saw some reversal here, just based on the fact that the inverse head and shoulders has hit its respective measure move, and no higher, really. Not really any higher. I mean, it went actually up maybe $100 more before pulling back. So, at the supply line in log. Jake, when the line opened, it was actually -6 LSU, believe it or not, dude. So I don't know what you mean by that. I mean, that's what I remember. Hair of the dog I may have? I don't know, dude. I don't know about that, man. Well, I know you wouldn't, Randy, man, but many others would, including Drink Troll. He went with Clemson on it, so. Oh my god, dude, we are 6 likes from Hyperdrive. Can we get 6 likes, man? We can do it in full screen, too. We can even do, since we're at critical areas, we can do it, man. We can do things. Check about a good pair of, hey, man, you can't say you weren't warned on Shake Shack, chat. We looked at it already in the stream today. Might need to go get more water. I gotta go to the bathroom too. Oh my god, one more like. Oh, there it is, chat. Okay, it's time. Let's go to full screen real quick. Okay. Preparing for hyperdrive right now, chat. We made it, chat. We made it. So just looking at our window, Bitcoin 87.26 and no higher so far. So real quick, because, and this is only because we are at a critical resistance here, we will do it, man. Okay? Okay, we made it to the new system. Bitcoin's up nearly 8% on the day, and you gotta be pleased with that performance, man. Very good. It's been a long time coming. Not really a long time, but it's been, you know, since the beginning of the year, really. Okay.
Bruh.
Ulta's parabolic. Please look at Ulta, Ray. Please look at Ulta, Kappa. You're not even saying it. You're just being passive aggressive, FYX, dude. You're like, look at Ulta, but I don't want to ask for Ulta. Get wrecked, dude. Zoomers be like, reverse psychology. Do you not know about reverse psychology, man? Here, Roaring 20s. Let's go. 2.0. Oh, thanks for the 233 likes now. Hype in the chat. Nearly 500 people tuned in. What a fam. What a good freaking community we have. It's lit. FF Matt, it's called a spread, and it's because there are different human beings that exist on the planet that buy and sell on that exchange that exist on other exchanges, right? So it's never going to be perfect and in sync. It's always going to be like that 20, 40, 30, $100 off spread, man. Yeah, it can never be beaten, bro. Yeah, we're going to stars again. That's never been the case. I mean, I guess since inception, but you tell me, dude. Seems pretty real to me. We can look at the S&P 500 on its pullback today. It's not down much, man. It's just, it is down though some. Like, it's not even down really. It's just like, it's just not at all-time highs. It actually hit all-time highs today, intraday. So get wrecked, stock market haters. 32.93, waiting for 33.13 or 12, which is the golden mean ratio. Way up there, man. Straight line up. Look at this new steepened demand line. Good God. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. So what if this comes back down to test 32.30? It would still could be a bounce area. But yeah, man, I get it. Like, it's like every time you make a high, a higher high, a higher high, you just keep making lower levels positive, Momo, for real. So Dean, thanks, man. XRP, yeah, we gotta look at XRP. I know, dude. So I can't believe it, dude. But the great news is, like, we've pretty much run off all the moon boys. I mean, you can't be a moon boy in these market conditions. You know, you eventually die. Like, you starve, because like moon boys fuel is like FOMO and pump and hype, and you know, especially when FOMO channels stop streaming as much, the FOMO really dies. Because, like, you know, influencers can really have an effect on the FOMO of a certain asset, right, chat? Yeah. Whoa. Whoa, dude. Went down 30,000 in time, man. In time. You just gotta wait. Like, look, I think it'll get it. It's a psychological resistance, man. Like, you see how we're in this uptrend on Dow Jones? It's really just a little perfect right there. So you're just right at the supply line of the upsloping channel. So a pullback very possible. You come to maybe back test 28,163, but I mean, this thing just keep on floating up. Look, you're nearing the 1414, all right? If we have the same anchor points from the S&P and the Dow Jones, from the high point to low point, that 23.6% retrace from the 2009 lows, that was it. The shallowest retrace, overwhelming demand, boom. V-shaped recovery. Looks like V-chain, dude. Kappa. So with the S&P, we're hitting near the 1618. Now, the Dow Jones is only hitting near the 1414. So if we were to ever hit near the 1618 on the Dow Jones, like the S&P is doing, we would be 30,000. Okay, so that's why it's in the realm of possibility. In time, we can get there. Yeah. Yeah, Andy, man, totally, dude. Totally, man. Capital. What chart, moonshine fuel? What you talking about? I mean, it's like if you have a position, you know, trading an ETF, man, it's not as easy as the individual asset, I think, because there's just so many moving parts at play, right? What's up, Alexander? JP? SEC Natty, that's right. Bring it home. Bring it home, man. But again, sorry, Kevin, dude, because he was there with his Faja. But that's why I told him to cherish the moment, because it'll be over before he knows it. And he could lose or win. So again, no, be happy. I mean, like, that's the mentality. I went into the Alabama LSU game this year where President Trump attended, and I'm like, I understand that Alabama could lose, and it is a privilege to be at the game, win or lose. Oh, Andreas, man, if you were in my Discord, you would have certainly gotten notified, dude. So you have no one to blame but yourself now if you don't get notified when I go live. Because of how often, to ad nauseum, I say, you need to join the Discord if you want to know when I go live. Because I tell you, it's inevitable, it's imminent, it's going to happen that you will miss my live streams if you're not in our Discord. Because YouTube will fail to notify you. Sorry, man, that is just the way it works. Welcome to YouTube. It's nothing new. Can we real quick say hype in the chat for the freaking dragon playing out, by the way? Bybit, you know, it's the one I had plotted on. Haven't touched it or messed with it. The dragon, well, was it this one? I don't know which one I did the dragon on. I thought it was on that one. Maybe I'm crazy. Is it Bitrix, maybe? The dragon, man, the dragon. It played out. We are kings, man. So many ways to look at it. Descending, broadening wedge, inverse head and shoulders, dragon pattern. All bullish though, right? All. Sorry, JDR brought up Dragon Society, made me think about that, you know. So here we are, dude. But this, it did pull back, right? I mean, it did pull back a little bit at that area before we're now running again, which is great, dude. I don't know, man. I'm pretty happy. Okay, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I just have to do coffee diuretic. I actually might make another coffee too to keep it going. I don't know. I've been live now for 1 hour and that's it. 1 hour, dude. So your local on the 8s connect. Struggling. Trying to hang in there, chat. So just go back to the log scale chart because this is the one we need to keep our eye on. I'm not kidding, dude. This is it. This is the one. This is a major potential reversal area in the scale. All right, man. I'm going to go make another coffee and go to the bathroom. I'll be back in just a moment, keeping the chart up for you. So hold tight. Don't go anywhere. Well, let's see if Bitcoin can continue to excel. BRB.
Bruh.
Hey, I'm back. What's up? Yeah, I went to the bathroom, made a coffee. You know, second cup of the day. Kind of go with 2 cups. So I needed it. So what are y'all talking about? I mean, I'm seeing a lot of weird stuff in the chat, like theories, conspiracies on the TA or something. But I don't know, like 86.86, you're well off the high of the day. And that's okay, but you'd think that this might be a reversal area, maybe. But the fact remains at this resistance. You aren't showing any kind of bearish divergence, which is very interesting. Well, we know, man, really, I know 8,500 is important to hold above, stay above. When you are above it, that's great. But, dude, if you're talking the structure at hand, it's like 9,500. You got to break and hold. Dominic, in log scale, no, it is not. In log scale, it's actually at its respective supply line, which is why, you know, if you traded this, taking profit is not the worst idea in the world. Said that in Discord. And that's also the target of the trade setup. And we hit it. It's like 8,800. 87.94 to be exact. Oh, we're talking about getting more likes, Taylor. Let's go. Likes in the chat.
That dollar pens trade though. What do you think about the gap, Bill?
Chevy man! Oh my god! Had to turn on the deflector shields, dude. What do I think about the gap? Chevy man, thank you so much for the friggin' 20, dude. The Pin 15 Club. Represent Pin 15. I'm the chat. But yes. Oops, my god. So what do I think about the gap? A lot of volume. Highest volume you've seen since November 1st. So exceeding the measured move, right? But I said that I think in time this could very well see $23 to $23.71, right? Based on the fact that that's like resistance and stuff. What exactly did you say though? Because, you know, when I'm getting attacked, man, it can get very scary in here. What do I think of the gap fill, dude? Which one? Are you talking about 25 bucks? Are you talking about 1950 now? I don't know, dude, right? I don't know which one's going to hit first. Hey, I'll tell you this. Even if it does reverse, I mean, dude, you're up 10%. Remember, like, if you're up 10%, dude, you know, you think about your trading plan that you had, Jeffy, man. There's nothing wrong with taking profit when you made a decision before you traded, right? If you're exceeding or you're at the profit-taking level, nothing wrong with taking a little off, letting the rest ride. Even though I know that people can hate me for saying that, and they do, and then it continues to run to 25 bucks. I think it might be more significant than we think here. I do think in time we could see $23. Okay. But just maybe not tomorrow, and maybe we would fill the gap before we hit those areas, right? And that could take weeks to a month or something. So it's hard to answer that exactly, right? It's a very small structure. We haven't made any higher highs than our previous highs yet. I mean, breaking above 20 bucks though is a big deal. Very big deal on the Pin 15 Club, chat. Hype. Thanks again for the 20, dude. Man, let's go, dudes.
I love how dedicated you are to this community. Can't tell you how much I appreciate you.
Dude, Coffee man, thanks. Utah Jesus, man, thanks so much, dude, for the freaking what was it though, $5 foot long? Sorry, I gotta get that fixed. I don't know why the Streamlabs here is like all weird when it's all done internally on the website and it's the same link I use for the one in there. I don't get it. Shouldn't have to change anything. Hold on one sec. Rob, it's always possible, dude. Always possible. Hello? Oh my god, I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't prepared for everything, I guess. You know, like, you don't log in. If you're not logged into an account long enough, it'll, like, log you out, and I'm trying to get back into Streamlabs right now. It's being really weird. It's, like, crashing.
Looking at potential short on this, can you check it out?
Oh, God, man. Euro to Great Britain pound. Wow, I don't look at that often. Just, I'm trying to get this crap to work, man. Coffee, thank you for the contribution. I don't know what you tipped me, if it was a crypto or not. It seemed like it was a crypto, because you know not to tip. I mean, you would know if you were tipping me fiat, you would tip me Stream Elements. Oh, here we go. Wow. Thank you for the Bitcoin contribution. Wow, just found out. Thank you, dude. Short opportunity? Oh, I don't know about that, man. Be careful. No, probably not a good idea. Euro to Great Britain pound. Unless I'm screwing that up. Let me see here. Make sure I'm right. Euro to Great Britain pound. I'd be careful on this one. Why? Because look left, man. Look no further than left. I mean, yeah, I get it. There's the bottom of the range, but we hit it last time, and here you go. It's another support. You broke through it. Look, you kind of sprung, and you back tested the spring somewhat. You're rallying again. So if you think like where we are relatively on a daily time scale, like, I mean, look here, listen. The impulse was up in your kind of bullish range. So normally the lowest risk shorting opportunity are going to be up here, 91 to 93 cents. And the lower risk for longs is going to be down here. And since the impulse was up, you think this could be the consolidation, bullish consolidation. There we go, the weekly to see stuff. Okay, I kind of see, yeah, there's definite resistance up here, man. But you're below that one. Dang it, dude. I hate that, how it does that. Hold on. Dude, I can't catch a break here, man. Everything's off, man. Let me go to the weekly in peace. Okay, so, you know, taking a short here, like, what's the point of taking a short at the bottom of a range when you've just broken above the secondary part of it, right, the bottom? I just don't, maybe it works out for you, but I just don't see the value on a short right here, right? I think there's value for shorting up here, though. You get me? Right, up here, if you want to, but again, it's like overall bullish trend since 2002. Look, the bottom, higher low, so accumulation on euro to the Great Britain pound. And again, until you fall below 83 cents, I think you're fine. I don't think there's any danger. This could be fine. Consolidate, bullish consolidation range near the bottom. That's just me. But this is the weekly and daily, so it's not like 4 hour or anything. Okay. Does that make any sense at all, Andy, man? Thanks for the 10, dude. Seriously. What's up, Julia? Look here, listen, connect. That's right. Jean-Francois, what's up, dude? Good to see you again. Yes, BSV has done insane things. Yes. Unspeakable things. Sorry, man. Nose kind of itches a little bit. Okay.
I was aiming to hit the bottom of the range. Due rejection of 4 hours trim line and candlestick reversal pattern.
Hit the bottom of the range. Due for correction on the 4-hour time scale. Please show up. It should show up. There we go. So it's due for correction. I don't see any bearish divergence on the 4-hour. But you were talking about maybe the bottom here. That'd be a definite scalp. Again, like if you're talking about a significant time scale, I get your top here of a shorter range. I think this could sell off again, but eventually what'll probably happen is based on from before, it'll make a higher low again and will show more accumulation and rally once more. And it's just a thought, but right? You know what I'm saying? Like Andy, I don't see any bearish divergence in the 4-hour. So that means like if there's no impending price action reversal to the downside on the 4-hour or the daily, a short should be taken off the table as an idea, at least until that stuff develops, right? We can't say there's like a tornado watch when the conditions are not favorable for a tornado. And really, if you're looking at the 4-hour right here, look here, listen, it's like you did fail there. Wow. You hit that down sloping. Okay, that's cool. Very real downtrend since August. And you're up thrusting, you're falling back into it, but I would just be careful, man, because you don't have all the ingredients you want for the cake baking. Does that make sense, Andy, dude? Now, I'd be with you, dude. I'd be deep with you. If it was like bearish divergence at a supply line, oh yeah. Though it's still very real that it could sell off again, but I don't know, man. I see this as kind of accumulation, and I see us holding this support. Like double bottom kind of off of it. And it could, yeah, run back and really test the spring and never fall below it before running again. It could, yeah, but not enough evidence for me to take a short, even though it could do that, right? So I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying like maybe the criteria isn't there that we would want normally, right, for a short. You're not overbought. You're kind of double topping on the RSI a little bit, but just don't know if it's enough evidence. You want to have overwhelming amounts of evidence, right? I mean, I took profit, Arbon, as anyone who got in at 72.50 should, because this could be over now. We could never see prices higher than where we are now anyway on Bitcoin. Does it, Wayne Batson, those days when you were working with Terry Bradshaw on the Avatar scenes, dude? Cabo?
Yeah, I get you. I really stay away from MACD and RSI, so one of your opinion banks.
Okay, you really stay away from those? Okay, I got you, dude. No doubt. Thank you, man. Really, really appreciate the TN again and all these attacks. All right, we're going to hit Andy Man with one of our cruise missiles. Got him. Chat, we got him. Thank you, dude. Is there such thing as too much evidence? Absolutely. Absolutely there is. And it's a good thing. I mean, too much is like going to the doctor and them saying you have too good of health. So you're like, oh my God, too good of health. So here is the chart in linear scale that is clearly broken out. Great news, but sorry, man. I really think now is the time to be looking at and being as conservative as possible. And when we do that, that's when we look at log scale. Log scale, where looking at it like this, you haven't broken anything. You were only at the supply line and you've gone no higher. I was just kidding, Wayne, but that's funny that you say that. But I think that the song that just played, some original, was probably around that time. 08, 09, 2010. Sorry, man. I'm like struggling. I'm definitely like hungover. I feel like crap from last night. Whew. Yeah, Carlos Montes, sure, dude. Only today and yesterday, right? Yeah, every other day it's not. I'm digging this music. Man, thanks for the 500 people tuned in. Thanks for the 287 likes. We're so close to 300. Let's get those likes up, dude. Oh, this is kind of a weird thing to say. Yeah, Shake Shack Connect. Yeah, dude, we looked at it earlier in the stream, man. It's broken out. Broke the neckline of the small little Momo shift pattern. Here, the dog. Need more help from y'all for that. If I'm going to get a beer, I can't just do it like... once the hype returns to the chat, we can worry about beers. Okay, hair of dogs. What's up, XMD, dude? Good to see you. Okay, so let's take a look at XRP because we haven't looked at it today. Funny enough, right? People are triggered. Okay. Oh, dude. What do you even want now, man? Hello? Can anyone tell me what happened? What happened, chat, on XRP? Like, literally what happened to the penny, or like quarter of a penny. That's right, Jesse, dude. Great day. Gotta be ecstatic. Gotta be somewhat hyped on XRP just because of the technicals. Nothing to do with it being a utility token and doing things with banks and stuff. Not about that. With Scoffy, I'll be better than meds. Oh. Believe this, so you become an alcoholic. You do that enough times, right? I've never had whiskey in my coffee, ever, dude. That's one thing it's not happened in my life. I've always kept it separate, or had a beer next to my coffee, or had a whiskey drink next to my coffee, but never like poured it in the coffee. I would imagine that being an awful taste. Keith, what about the macro? Is that the answer? What do you mean, dude? Tell me more. There's some of them are here. Sorry, dude. Jeez. I bought more art, dude. I'm like becoming an art fiend. In a good way. Okay, it's like culture. We're not, there we do it, chat. We did it, man. We friggin' did it. 300 likes. We're just gonna go Lance B right here. Who cares, dude? I don't even give a crap, dude. Alright. 300 likes. Every time 100 likes happen, we go to hyperdrive. Easy stuff, right? Yeah, GT, that's how it works, man, I think. In Lottie da Rudy Poo land. Yeah. Mini Mitch is here. What's up, Mr. Pace? Oh, he is. What's up, HMLSS? Not homeless, but, you know, like it's like the internet stuff. Internet people, perhaps you've heard of them. Enter the golden zone. Had trouble bumping up to the psychological 25 cent. How much time to see what happens? Yes, yes. Not overbought. Over 60 on the RSI. Nice volume. Whatever. Who cares about volume for that? It's still decent volume on a bullish engulfing candle and no divergence in sight. So yeah, still upside potential on this asset. But you know, for now, a 50% retrace. First target, secondary target's 26.11 cents. Right? I mean, you know, the 50% 618. How we do it on any market, on any asset, even XRP, dude. What's up, Blair Landry? No, I don't mind. No. Old Tilray continuing to just dump. It reminds me kind of like, so this is the way I had it. It's been a minute since I've looked at it, dude. But this is, you know, because I think we were turned on to this. Let's get out of hyperdrive real quick, Chad. Thanks so much, dude. All right, we're going to the Tilray sector. Just gotta give me a sec to find out where it is. Here it is. Well, so till rate. It was kind of wedging a little bit. It wasn't very strong. It was there though, and you can see how who cares when you broke out. It wasn't really much of a break. It just kept kind of drifting down. So adjusting the Fibonacci a little bit since we have to, and yeah, breaking the upside. Very nice day. Probably do the pot stock market up 22% on the day after being devastated for like a year. It's like you had divergence and then divergence stopped, but look where we are. Right, Blair? You see that looking left? July 2018 level, major resistance. When it should have been a support, it was for a little while. It's now resistance. You can break that. That'd be a spring if you break that. And then a back test of the spring would be great because that would show us accumulation and also give us confirmation that we're holding above the support and we could run to higher prices eventually. If this was ever to find a bottom, which I don't know when it's going to find its bottom, it could just keep selling off the same way after this back test. But eventually you'd think that Tilray is to make a common retrace. It's 49.85 to 71.34. That's saying a lot. And you know, the 236 is 36.55. You know, you could be pleased with that, hitting that and reversing. But we don't even know if the major swing low is in. And we're being conservative. We're not even using the top. That's ludicrous. We're just using kind of like a conservative high, discernible swing high from the pattern or wedge or whatever, and still being conservative so far away. Don't even know if this is the major, if this is a valid anchor point until we get closer to the 236. Okay, Blair, that's all that's going on. Testing. Let's go, man. Let's go.
All hail to the real Bitcoin King BSV. The keys have arrived. Hashtag Tulip Trust Fund. Hashtag Craigie Satoshi.
Yeah, dude, totally, man. Totally. It's all over, man. All right, let me do this, dude. Yeah, it's wild, man. I haven't looked at it here on this one in a while. I looked at other ones, but yeah, this is like one, you know. Let me try to get out of this. Oops, sorry. Yeah, BCHSV, the US dollar coin, whatever. Dollar coin, Tether, all looks near the same. Hey, look what happened here. When you double bottomed, what happened? You were making a higher low than your previous low. Higher lows, dude. And then you confirmed to the market the low, the same low. And at that time, look what happened from this low to this low. You showed divergence. I think it probably showed up way more on the weekly than the daily. I bet there was weekly bullish divergence from this low to this low. We can take a gander real quick. In hindsight, retrospect. Yeah, absolutely, right? I mean, just about. Like a low, about the same low. Higher levels rose shrink, and lower levels negative memo. And then it started maturing. Look, you got an engulfing candle. I guess could have been a buying signal. Started waning on the negative momo, and then pow. Yes, you're overbought. You're at like 78 on the weekly. So good luck. FOMOing is how you get obliterated and lose all your money. So good luck on this, dude. Okay, there you go. Get your fix in. Broke goods, all-time highs, I guess. Whatever. It's all over. I keep saying it's all over. What are you talking about? I didn't say it's all over. And if I did, I was kidding. I'm being facetious. Clearly, I haven't been watching me long. Oh, I don't know. VFF is a terrible performer, man. Even at the PCZ, it's like clearly just showing no demand right now, right? I mean, it happens. Sprint was another bust. They hit their areas, and sometimes you fail. Sometimes the trades fail. Okay, anyway. Congratulations on BCHSV doing things, hardcore things. But my God, dude, you're sitting at nearly 90 on the RSI. Last time we had 90 on the RSI, well, that was when things reversed. The double topped and dumped. So pullback, very real possibility of 91% at this current time on this one day. Ooh. So Bitcoin right back around 8,700. Oh my God, man. Yeah, Elliot, that's why you should be part of the Discord. You're part. My God, dude. People, you can't complain about YouTube notifications if you know that there's an alternative that will make it to where you never miss my streams. Okay, that's it. I wonder what would happen if we anchored 1 and 2. 1 and 2 here, and then 3. See, it's like, doesn't even matter, dude. It's all a joke. All a joke. I mean, this is not much data, and it's just like big impulse, double top dump, double bottom, huge pump. Not much data. Gonna keep going to this one because it's very important, I think, that we understand in log scale that we're right at a supply line and we have not broken out anything. Thanks for the 500 still here, and thanks for the 321 likes. Y'all are amazing, and I'm really grateful that you're, spending your time listening or watching me wherever you are around the world when you could be watching or listening to anyone. So very grateful. And spot prices, spread between Bitfinex and Coinbase is nuts, right? Talking like almost $100. Whoa, man, this is great. Bitfinex going wild. So yeah, $50 differential in the spread. Oh yeah, Vegemite spread. Bradford, no need to, because look at one of my most previous Twitter posts, and then get back with me in PM when you see one of my recent Twitter posts, right? Dragon's good, but I publicly announced something else, right? Wolf of Worcester, absolutely it was. Wolf of Worcestershire sauce. Easy money, dude. All year, they made my bankroll this year, LSU. You find the golden teams and you ride them. Yeah, it'd be interesting to look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, see if it's climbing. It's probably pulled back pretty hard, you would think, with all these alts pumping, but hey, I don't know until we look. Yep, here you go, dude. Look what it's hit too. Wow. Yeah, dude. You're talking about a potential demand line. Here you are. You're right at it. That is very interesting. Could never really break above this December 2017 high, right? Once we did break it, up thrusted, and then fell below it, regarded as resistance, 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 and resistance. We were close to breaking it. Right around that Iran attack, but look what's happened with altcoins pumping, dominance kind of plummeting from, we're talking like 2%, almost 3%. Wow. Okay, no moaning music. Sorry, dude. I just can't handle the moaning. If you moan in a song, you're getting skipped, dude. When Vegemite stream, I don't know, Julia. I keep putting it off. Keep procrastinating like a scrub, so... No, get with Drink Troll. Make him make me do it. That's probably a good way. All right. Sorry, man. I'm dead. Dude, I'm sorry. Hold on, man. scam on Vegemite stream. No, I'll get it, dude. I just no, not about yeah, no need to post about the dragon if a new pattern came to be, right? Once the more candles came out, that's more data. We took the data, and I took that bullish engulfing candle as a buying signal, a bullish engulfing candle on a back test of a spring from a historical critical support with bullish convergence on the RSI. It looked very good. Joe, there's absolutely no hype party today. It's a normal, everyday Tuesday. So you have a day off in 3 days? Say goodbye. I have bread, Julia. I mean, I could do it right now, I guess, if I put my mind to it. I'm just kind of feeling under the weather from yesterday. Okay. Yeah, people have been working. We've been working, man. What a drink trolls. Elon Musk. He certainly is not Elon Musk. I know for a fact. Yeah, we can look at Tesla because, you know, that asset has gone to the moon. It's better than Bitcoin Cash Satoshi Vision, dude. Yeah, come at me. Yeah, it hit the all-time highs today. Its highest point intraday was $547.41, exceeding the 1618 fib extension. Excuse me. And just gapping up today, staying extremely overbought. You've been overbought on Tesla since December 13th. It's been officially over 1 month now, chat. It's like Bitcoin. Again, it's days of old. It's glory days. Bitcoin's glory days. It's like that. Okay. Insane short squeeze. Killing people. It'll happen at some point, but there's so many gaps, right? You should create kind of another gap. I mean, 525, you got 477, you got 450. My God, dude, you got 429, 418. We going all day talking about the gaps, dude. Like 394. It's just everywhere. Think about it. So yeah, when the rug gets pulled on this, it will be insane. Yeah, Ricardo, because you're not part of the Discord, and that's clearly showing you're not listening. Dude, I've said it almost every stream. You need to join the Discord because you won't get notified by YouTube. You will miss my live streams. I promise you. I promise you will miss my live streams if you're not part of our Discord. It's a literal, it's not a threat, it's a promise. Okay. So YouTube's notification system's trash. Yeah, Joe M. I can put Bitcoin breakout hype, but it doesn't usher in the hype. The price action has to usher in the masses, right? We're sitting around 500 right now. Tuned in, 338 likes. Not bad, not great, not terrible. But you know how hype streams are, right? The insanity, the craziness, the chat moving a mile a minute, right? That stuff. That doesn't exist yet. And that's clearly showing there's not enough of a move on Bitcoin yet to get people doing that one day. That's weird, dude. Yeah, if you start spamming random numbers, you're just gonna get hidden. Especially if we don't know who you are. Get wrecked, dude. Yeah, Wolf of Worcester, probably a good idea, man. Yeah. Oh my God, no position. There he is, Ricardo Pierce joined the Discord, the only one. Well, I guess all 500 of y'all are in our Discord. JPAR, yeah, I'm in a spaceship, man. Normally, we have cool effects and stuff, but just one of those streams, man. It's chilled out day stream. And I don't know, I'm still like 2 hours away from my regularly scheduled time when I was supposed to go live, so. Thomas, I bet, dude. Whew. But as long as you love it and have a passion for it and it helps your purpose, dude, 20 years of being Kangs helping others. Making money doing it. Sold Beyond Meat today. Yeah, that was another one just pumping, man. Oops. And there were technical reasons. And look at that, dude. Oh my chat. I mean, really? Come on. It's so effing perfect, dudes.
Bruh.
What did it hit, chat? What did it hit? Tell me what it hit. I mean, perfectly, like the Jesus man to the cent. So, Jeremy, congrats, dude. Decent time for people on the other side of the Atlantic. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Dude, all I can do is like cover, you know, I mean, we could look at more assets, but really just trying to cover the Bitcoin pumpage and the altcoin pumps that are really just chilling right now. I mean, dude, Bitcoin hit over $8,800 today. That's right, 382. Thanks for participating in my question. Yeah, which is the beginning of the golden zone, and it's exactly where we said this could run to before majorly reversing to the downside. So now you got to think, oh, this candle, hey, gap fill, a lot of them, or just a couple. I think this is the main one. 96.26 is where you could run to eventually to fill that before running again. But at the end of the day, whatever happens, whenever this does majorly reverse, which tomorrow we just get another green candle again and run further into the golden zone. I mean, you're so overbought now. Right, all-time highs on your RSI, 83.57. That's nuclear. It's really high. So yeah, look at the volume that came in today too. Highest level of volume Beyond Meat's ever seen, literally today, chat. So hard to say, but that's an area, reversal area. We hit it, sold off. And yesterday you filled a gap. You filled a gap back from October 28th. Beyond Meat. It's great, dude. So, stock market has closed. Bell just rang. And a mixed day across the board. S&P did hit all-time highs, but closed, right around where it wasn't. Okay. Sorry. Dude, I'm like so zoned out right now. I'm trying to stay focused, doing all I can. Oh my god, dude. Guess what Activision did today? Closed above 60. Continue to climb. How did EA fare? I think EA closed over 110 today. So, again, target on Activision is eventually 62.55. We've been in this for months now. It's been beautiful. Okay. Want EA. Crap, man. It was up to 110 today, pulled back intraday. So just continue to climb. This one we've been in for months too, really since October, and it's taken a while, but just slowly but surely climbing to its target. And again, the measured move, 100% measured moves around 116, and a gap fills way up at 128. I think in time, if the macro holds up, EA would again probably eventually fill that gap. Okay. And you've broken overhead resistance for the most part, I think. So there's just not too much above you. So it's like right here. 110. Psychological resistance too, you'd think. So you break that, man. Could be smooth sailing up to like, again, 116. Overhead resistance. Not overbought. That's what I love about this one, dude. Oh, there's so much hype on a pattern like this that you're like, you're not overbought here on the daily? Nope. Not really. Kind of diverging a little bit, but I think it's too soon to say on the daily. Okay, we can go to favorite. I think Return of the Jedi #1. Or the Revenge of the Sith. My second favorite. Then my third favorite would probably be the last one, Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. Probably those three. Worst, Episode 1 and 2, and Episode. I don't know, like the first one, or like not the first one. Episode 1 and 2, and then Episode 7, probably the worst. Okay, maybe Episode 8. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Notice how it didn't say anything bad about 4 and 5. Okay, looking at this in log scale, because it's just getting insane exponential growth. You know, so beautiful, beautiful run up. I mean, right now where you are at previous all-time highs. You have to go all the way back to the year 2000. It's 2006. 2000, man. You're right at it. No higher. You broke above it, but you might just be up thrusting. So definitely something going on. There's a battleground going on between buyers and sellers. May of 2000, man. It's beautiful. Lisa Su has completely re-energized, revitalized, rejuvenated this company, and has made it profitable and leading cutting edge in computer processing units. No, I did like Revenge of the Sith. What? Isn't that Revenge of the Sith? That's like the third, Episode 3, right?
What's up, brother? Still sad to tired reading in the jam creation. Can you check out KSHB?
What's up, Dozy Boy Yang? Thanks for the 420. Yeah, we can look at that. Thank you, man. I know. Sucks that, you know, it's like, oh, I won my bet, but I didn't feel good at all. It was bittersweet, right? And you didn't really feel it till the game ended. You're like, dang, dude, that's like one of our rivals. They just won. But you just gotta... You make money off of it. I don't know, man. This one's good. I don't like this, dude. KSHB, Kushco Holdings. Didn't we look at this yesterday, dudes? Right? Where it looked like a bear flag, but was out of support. Had an 88% retrace. I think it is. OTC. 439,000 volumes, so not very good. I don't know. None of my stuff saved, I guess. Yeah, right at the ice line here, showing accumulation. And again, this is a big deal, I think. Low to high. 88. Well, no, in log scale. Out of log scale, it's 88% retrace. So I don't know, man. I mean, you're right there. There's probably better things to look at. I mean, you clearly can see distribution, but at the same time, accumulation. So what does that mean? Neutral. So it's like a triangle. Remember, we talked about last night what it could go to. Like, it's like you had a triangle, I guess, or something, and it broke out and it's back testing now, but then I said we can make the adjustment. It's very tough, like, right? Or you just adjust now to be conservative because no real moves happened yet. Right, just kind of like that, man. Contraction. Price contraction is very real. I think you're just trying to mature on that, and worst case scenario, it probably brings you down to all-time low levels, May 2016, and best case scenario, it moves you up to measure move the upside. It's like, right, something like that could bring you up to 247, but we don't know the bottom's in yet. I have no idea if the bottom's in. You haven't done near enough. Okay. But at some point, you will reverse to the upside and make a common retrace from the high to low. I just don't know when. It could be here. There's bullish convergence going on the RSI and the MACD, so that's good, but it doesn't mean impending price action versus the upside. So there you go, man. Small pattern. We looked at it yesterday, last night. I was lit, and I don't think the analysis has changed at all, right? Dozy boy Yang? Yes, no, maybe so. Thank you for the 420, dude. What? What happened, Jay Watt? They were arrested with for cigars? What are you talking about, man? Hello? There we go. Dang, dude, chat literally dead. Like, we're talking like in the past 3 minutes, like 5 messages or less. Not much I can do, man. You know, when the streams get extended after the coverage, I kind of rely on chat engagement, and if no one's engaging in chat, then it's like, why? What am I doing? You know, just sitting here. It's just kind of like, nah. You get it, man. Go higher. Here's your log scale channel that we're gonna keep looking at because it's real. We've hit our target on our trade setup, and now we look for a potential reversal area. Maybe. Oxy doing great still. Heck yeah, Cruelty, man. Well, I can't say it wasn't at a value area maybe and was showing that crazy wedge and all this weekly and daily divergence, man. It was good. Nice. What happened, Paul Miller? Can I get back to Bitcoin, some of the big altcoins? Well, here we are, dude. Spoke too soon. It was nice to see me buzzing after the football bet came in. Can you imagine if one of ours did? Have a good evening. What do you mean, Dean? If one of y'all did, you mean if Clemson won? You think pot stocks will have a good time tomorrow? Maybe. Except Nick Rabat. I'm a Star Wars ship, dude. That's my ship, man. It's the Mitch Ray TA ship, dude. Okay.
So sorry I missed the TA on Create SHB last night. I stepped away for dinner. You're the man. Cheers.
Oh, what's up, Desert Boy Yang, man? Dude, thank you so much for the freaking 25. Holy crap. The 29.20 is out of joint. No, but it's only $30 and I'm very grateful, man. Thank you, dude. Holy crap. Scared me. Whew. I guess we'll lock on for that one. Got him, dude. We got him.
My lord, last time the stock market bombed it was because of the mortgage crisis. In your opinion, what will screw us next time?
Mortgage crisis, liquidity, debt crisis, probably some sort, you know, like where, I don't know, man. Like, no one really knows. It could be anything. It could be student loan crap, which is insane. It could be the automobile industry, the used automobile industry. Again, debt crisis, illiquidity crisis. So many things it could end up being, dude, in the end. But I think what's going to happen is once the major players, the market makers, the composite operators, once they decide the recession is to start and they pull their money out of this market, that's when it all comes to an end. And after that, it's when everyone will start trying to draw conclusions about what caused it. Okay. Could be real estate again. I don't know, man. There's a lot of things it could end up being. Coach K. What's up, dude? How are you doing, man? Hope you're having a great 2020 so far, man. Always good to see you. You've been around a long time. You OG, dude. OG coach. I mean, besides trading, yeah, I mean, long-term investing is one thing, and you know, you can have your trailing stop losses set up 7 to 10%. But yeah, like going like long-term plays on assets for a long amount of time, it does seem pretty high risk right now across the stock market. It is wild, and the market could continue to appreciate in value for the next year or two, but it won't matter when the rug gets pulled because all those gains will be wiped out. Paul Miller, yeah, because he's not looking at it in log scale. Look, I have Bitcoin in linear and log scale, but based on how well it was, the log scale channel was respected last time, we will hold weight in it or on it. Look, out of log scale, we have certainly broken out, yes, but again, man, to me, this channel.
It's a good policy on raising stocks. How do we know when we should raise them, and how best should we raise them to avoid getting wicked out at fib levels?
So it's not easy, man. I think good strategy. It always, I mean, it can screw you, I guess, but any stop loss can screw you, right? So you have a trade set up like this, 3 to 1, whatever, you know, and your entries here. I think just one that I talk about all the time. It's like,
I just felt guilty of all the times I watched your stream and didn't donate. Thanks for all the hard work.
oh my god, Dozy King, dude, thanks for the freaking $50+ on the day. Much love, man. Thank you, dude. Holy crap, hype in the chat for Dozy Boy Yang. Respect. Love, man. Kings. So, you know, eventually get to, say there's divergence or something, there's a reason why you take the trade and you have your stop loss set up, and then it begins to rebound, and it's going, and you're starting to get pretty deep in the green, you know, and that's when you can move your stop loss from where it was to break even. So the only thing that happens is if it comes back down to your entry, or right around your entry, you know, you get stopped out at no loss, trade fails, and that's it, right? I mean, so all you lose is time for the most part. That's the one thing you can do. But hold on, let me try to, I don't think I can grab it anymore. God, dude, you gotta be kidding me. So I don't know, man. Like, you just gotta think. Another thing to think about with stop losses is, like, say you're like getting up to your targets, you're getting really close to them or whatever, but you're like showing like bearish divergence, right, on your oscillators. That might just be a good opportunity to move that stop loss up and be okay with some profit. Or if you really have time on your hands and you want to risk more of your time, you just move back to even, right? Because it would sell off, and you would hope if it's to continue on, there would be buyers that would come in at a common retrace, 50% retrace, and it would run once more, right? Especially if you're trading on the daily, you must get used to being patient, right? It comes down 78% retrace, and then it runs again to higher prices. So it's tough, man. It's real tough, because like on daily time scales, like you'll get overbought or something, you won't be showing divergence, and then
Now
you
again,
retrace.
hybrid board. Any chance we can check out OG? Seems like it's been falling since the start. Any opinions on entry?
Yeah, we're gonna go OG, man. Thank you, dude. Joe M for the 420. Yeah, we'll get it right after this. Okay, we're just doing talks here. So I mean, like, you know, assets will run up and they won't hit target, and then they'll sell off 70% of the way, and then they'll run again. And it's like, hey, that's when people always talk about, man, I should have. A lot of people make the mistake of just, they don't hold long enough, and they see the selling happen, but it's like, you just have to understand it's part of a wave, and eventually if the trend's real and the trade's gonna play out, it's gonna make a higher low and run again. So you just got to be patient, understand. And okay, or in stocks, man, like a 10% trailing stop loss or something is completely adequate if you're position trading something, if you're in it long term. I know that helps. Organogram. kind of had something where it's like a channel or a wedge or something. It broke a demand line, which is very bad. IMO. Yeah, dude, look. This is what you should have seen. Once you break this, you're done, right? That's like an exit. Right, once you break that upsloping support, aka the demand line, you broke it. Like you break it you're done. Even if it rallies, look at the correlation of price action when it did break to the upside. Little demand, lower high, and gap down. I think it was before earnings even. Yeah, I don't know, catalyst, something. Yeah, selling off. Yes, does look like it's showing some really nice bullish divergence now. Let's use some fib extensions. I don't even know if we're at the 1272 yet. You might be right at it if you are. Nope, not even close. So we're just talking about fib extensions here. 148 might be a target, but I get it, man. I see what's happening. It's like a low on price, a lower low, a slightly lower low, about the same, and you keep making higher levels for the strength, and your MACD is showing that tail end divergence. So yeah, we could get a break to the upside soon, no doubt. But just not sure where we are, you know, at all. I mean, fib extension, you're not at a critical area. I mean, looking left, it's kind of like a support, but the major support, it looks like it's going to be 173, 170, and then right there, 154. This is like pretty critical support level, I would think, on the bottom side. But I'm just not sure how the divergence is going to play out. You know, what's it doing, dude? Huh. Never seen it do that before. Clicking. There we go. So though you're not at like an area, like you normally want to be at a support or a critical area of support before taking it long, because like, what if like you just keep selling off and then you dump and then all of a sudden the divergence gets invalidated and it's like, well, the reason why is because there wasn't enough demand and there were better entry support levels down here. You know, look, and that's like near the 1272. So it kind of confluence with ice line support and fib extensions. So I'd probably wait, even though you might miss the break to the upside, because it does seem very likely with this stuff that exhaustion setting in for sellers and it could run up. Talk about 1 and 2 on the top. Well, you can clearly see if you do it like that, we are in a downtrend still. Right? You got to break 1 and 2 for momentum shifting breakout. Hadn't happened yet. Okay. Okay. Sweet. So everyone get what's going on with Bitcoin. On linear scale, we've broken out, but log scale we have not. I like log scale because last time we touched the top, it was respected like to Jesus, man. That's it. Blair, who would be taking a position in Bitcoin right now if the target for profit taking was hit today for the first time ever, you know, like on the trade? So I'd be really careful, especially if we look at that log scale chart. Oh wow, OGI is up 25% after hours. There you go, man. Divergence connect. I think Zatchery, man. If I mention anything about Craig right now, I don't really care, dude. I mean, like, I get it, dude. Oh my god, it's the news, man. The Moon Boys are loving it, dude. But great, dude. We're trading Bitcoin, you know, and targets are hit. So I don't know about that stuff, dude. It's all speculative. It's all like tabloid stuff. It just doesn't, not like concerning. It's great that BSV is up 100% in a day. Yep. Elemental P, man. Yeah, charges, dude. Very cool on OGI, man. Cruelty. That's crazy. If I didn't know markets, what content would I be streaming? I wouldn't be streaming, dude, at all. Because I don't play video games and I'm not a booby streamer, right? I don't show cleavage. Right, about to have to go to the bathroom again. God, diuretic. Alright, man. Can't make the hype come back. can only go live and do the same thing I do every day. So that's the linear scale, and this is log scale. This is why I think we should be, I wouldn't say concerned, I would say we should be weary and understand that 8,500 will be tested probably. For real. 8,500, I think if we've broken it, when it was once resistance, I think we should come to back test it. That'd be healthy, and that could give market confirmation that we have truly broken above a historical resistance. So don't be surprised if we see 8,500 sooner rather than later. What's up, Gareth? Thanks, man. Dude, y'all don't see nothing. If y'all are just coming in here and y'all don't even know about this overlay, that's crazy, dude. What's up, man? This is the spaceship. Very cool. Sorry, I've got someone working on something to make it to where I can be full screen and we can actually reasonably look at the charts. I think it's almost finished. I got a couple people working on it, so you know. There's a big sell-off coming for crypto. Well, I mean, like, the fact that you're at a supply line pretty much in log scale, you'd think, yeah, maybe, but I wouldn't say it's big. I would just say it could be a mild one for just a back test, man, of a resistance we just broke for the first time since effing November. But, like, you know, we broke it on the way up in October, but then it was done after that. Mr. Schnitzel, that's cool, dude, but significant time scales, man. You want to see some daily back tests. Be way more significant of confirmation. Okay, so everything's good, man, right now. Going well. Whatever. This is just novelty. It's better, you know, we had Christmas stuff here. When the drink troll shows up, it's a lot more fun because, like, he's attacking me in here. You know, this is kind of crappy because, like, I can't really do anything but be like an IRL or, you know, a booby streamer here. This is like, hey, man, I don't do any TA or provide any value to anybody. I'm just a Twitch thought. I mean, that's kind of it here. Way more capable on this overlay. Okay. Lightsaber and blaster on that ship in case you get hijacked. True, man. Space jacked. But let's be real, dude. I have the strongest deflector shields out there in the galaxy. Ion plating, which is what the Sun Destroyer was made of before it was destroyed. The only way to destroy it was throwing it into a black hole, and that's what happened. Spoiler alert, you read the books. So, Tactic, thanks. I'm glad you like the spaceship streams. You say if nobody cares about Bitcoin and when it does pump, scammy altcoins pump harder. That's not true, though. I mean, we can just, like, today is the only day it's doing that, really. The only day. You're talking about one day out of many other days. I mean, do we have to really just... We can look at... Let's just do Dash, man. Let's do a comparison. Whatever, dude. Dash. I don't care what exchange. I mean, this is legit, the performance, okay? Notice the difference. So when Bitcoin recovered, it recovered 61.8% of the way from its all-time highs. Dash didn't even recover maybe even 23% before it dumped again. So you notice how it underperformed on the run-up, Bitcoin versus here. And then the correction, it corrected even deeper. It was even worse, right? Where it made 100% retrace. If Bitcoin was like these S coins, then Bitcoin would have come back down to 3150 or 3343. Certainly. Bitcoin has outperformed all these S coins, dude. That's it. Okay? So it is an illusion or delusion. I guess if you're a moon boy. illusion or delusion that these altcoins pump harder than Bitcoin. If they're only doing it one time, and that's today. Who cares? Does that make sense? Anyone? Bueller? Great. Starting to get hungry. Crap. Did your chance, man? Yeah, dude. LMP. Certainly. Holy crap, dude. We are less than 25 likes away from 400. Chad, is it possible? Can we make it happen? Tag it. Responded. Showed you just one random S coin that's just like all the rest, where they underperformed on the run up and they sold off. They overperformed on selling when Bitcoin corrected. Who cares about today? If we zoom out, just any. Good music, good song. I'm digging it, man. So Jean Francois. We have multiple Jean Francois in the community. Yeah, Jeremy, it was like 2 or 3. EOS was one, BNB was one, but EOS gave back, like, it sold off much more severely than Bitcoin, where it made like a 78-88% retrace from its low from December of last year. So, holy crap, dude. 402 likes. Let's go. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. Really. So still just hanging around at the supply line. Not much selling pressure coming in at all. Not overbought, and that's what you really gotta like, man. Oh my god, my Amazon package has been delivered. Let's go. I've been to chat. Which one though? More art, hopefully. Might have been melatonin. Well, also ordered that. Dang it, dude. It was just, yeah, melatonin. All my art should be coming in between the 17th and the 29th. Very cool. Oh, it was quantum crystalline armor. I thought there was ionic plating. Am I wrong, dude? Quantum crystalline armor. Crazy. Sorry, dude. I thought I could have sworn, man. It's been a long time since I read the books, but I remember ionic plating. There's got to be something they talk about it, right? Okay, so let me run the bathroom again. You know, just maybe get some water or something. Still feeling weak, man, from yesterday. Did a improv late stream last night, like real late. It was like 1 a.m. Holy crap. All right, you'll hold tight. We got Bitcoin up, the chart, the log scale, 7.55% up on the day. Measure move of the inverse head and shoulders pattern. Reached. We are kings. Hear it. Don't tell me there's moaning in this song. I don't even like it the way it's starting. It's pissing me off, dude. Deep breaths. Be right back. Hello? Can you hear me? No, I don't even know y'all can hear me. Yeah, y'all can hear me. What's up? So, oops. Yeah, I had to get a little bite to eat and some water and stuff, trying to stay hydrated. Had a good one last night, man, so. Astronaut food, already ate, dude. It's not chicken, it's ham, dude. Ate some ham. Oh, Eula, you'd like to know, huh? Yeah. Just kidding, it's bantha meat. You know banthas from Tatooine? They're so cute, but so delicious at the same time. I know about it. So anyway, dude, I don't know if you're still here. I mean, we're just clearly sitting at the supply line in log scale. That's it, dude. Got to 8,859, I think, highest high of the day or something. On Bivinex, it was 8,000. Oh, 8,770. Sorry. Yeah, when bad news is garbage disposal. Brr. We're gonna get him, man. So Bitcoin doing stuff, but kind of stalling, right? Kind of stopping for now. Big bullish engulfing candle on the daily, where we've got, I don't know, a couple hours or so till the close. 2 hours, 20 minutes, or something. Talking about bleep bloop, bleep bleep. No, I didn't, man. We're just, there's your bleeps. Let me go back to Ethereum, man. Whatever, who cares? So, you know, the way I've had it plotted and not touched for a long time, you're just right at that supply line. Selling off, pulling back, right at the critical resistance, major resistance. Look left to see it. Here you are, no higher. Got to break above that, truly. But really, on Ethereum, the first real major overhead resistance is around 194, 195. So, and if you want a real trend reversal, it's up here, dude. 196 and hold above it. Are we headed to 10K? I don't know. I mean, if we have a major retrace to the upside, yeah. If not yet, no. So while please. No, I haven't talked to the weekly RSI and MACD yet. Not yet, dude. What's up, Enzo? But we can definitely do that real quick. Weekly time now. Which, guess what happened? Follow through price action on the weekly after the bullish engulfing candle. Oh, excuse me, dude. Sorry. It's 4-hour stuff. Don't worry about it. Here you go, right? Big green candle, closed very strong, closed right at historical resistance, and now, the new week, we are breaking the overhead historical resistance, and if you look on this time scale, besides where we are, which isn't much of a resistance, the next weekly major overhead resistance is 9,637. Week of April 30th, 2018. That's the next target, and that's where we failed last time. So if you truly want to see a trend reversal, you got to break that one. It's very important. Scour, yeah, I mean, we didn't look at it today, but yeah, we know it performed very well today. And it's been performing well, right? Yeah. Yep, BSV is talk of the town. It's insanity. It's up 100% in a day. Wow, crazy. Seems unsustainable. The weekly RSI, though, is about to go green, which leads me to believe there could be follow-through price action. We're not overbought. We got down to like 41, never got into bearish territory. Anything below 40 is bearish. Anything above 60 is bullish. So you got to neutral on this correction after the nice run up. You've hit a 65% retrace and no lower really. And now we've engulfed and we're attempting a rally. We're attempting to make higher highs that we've made no higher highs on the weekly yet. We have not made higher lows on the weekly either yet. So a lot of things have to happen still before a true trend reversal occurs on Bitcoin on a weekly or daily time scale. I don't know, man. What Bitcoin Cash is doing is kind of like Rudy Poo. You know, TA doesn't really help with Rudy Poo stuff, dude. All right. Thanks for the 450 people who decided to stick around. We're pretty close to the thresholds. I mean, we have almost as many likes as we have people watching right now. So, really appreciate all the effort today on that. VeChain doing things? Not really. I mean, it's doing what other things are doing. And it's just climbing because of the macro, but it's underperforming other assets today, right? You get it, dude. You get it. So if you're losing all your negative momentum, you would think that the way it works, right? When you lose all the negative Momo, what happens? The positive momentum can return and you can get runs. So that very well could be what's happening on the weekly on Bitcoin. It's not, it's very good, dude. It's like real good. This is what you want. This is exactly what you want. Look how much room we have to run to the upside. If market participants wanted to push this price very high, they could, and we wouldn't be able to buy. Remember, when we were getting to the high to low, 62% retrace, we were double topping at nearly 80 on the RSI. Look how much positive momentum we had. So now you're losing it all, and you could go green again. And remember, impulse up, here's consolidation. The impulse up is what set the tone for the consolidation, so it's bullish consolidation. It's down sloping, giving people the opportunity to reaccumulate. These people are getting opportunities to reaccumulate at better areas of value. We look left and we can see support. We know it's a 60% retrace, 65% retrace. Okay, the weekly's actually pretty good, man. I dig it. So not in log scale. You've broken out. But I don't know, man. I think that Bitcoin could eventually retest 8,500 as support. Good one, Anon. Good one. Not the Zepping song again, dude. I've heard like these. I think I've heard all these songs now a million times, maybe. Dude, no, man. Alright, we're better now. I think. Yeah, we were good. Wow. Yeah, dude, y'all just pumped up the likes like 20 more. Yeah, the same amount of people are watching that have liked. Y'all are amazing. That means we technically can't see any more likes now, right? Sure thing, blessed one beat. Yeah, good song. Gotta love this one on ZRX, dude. Bullish bat. Triple MACD bullish divergence and the tail end RSI divergence manifested into much higher prices, man. Hit a 50% high at a low, 50% retrace, and no higher. Bullishly engulfing today. Very good. Really important. Where we are, battleground. You gotta break above this 22 cent area and hold above it. Got to hold above it. Not overbought, so still room to run to the upside. Right, testing that 200-day moving average for the fourth time in a week or so. Got to break that too, man. Just remember this log scale, beautiful downtrend you've been in. It's wonderful looking. You're back out of it. Good stuff. Yeah, Billy man, B-size man, simple Billy man. No, Mr. Kobayashi, not yet. Not yet. This song is called Without You, the LTN remix by Blood Groove and Kickus. That's it. You're welcome. So up 8.21%. Nice stuff on ZRX. Harmonic. Textbooks. Beautiful. V-Chain never had that luxury. It never was able to really get down to the value areas. It happens, dude. You just kind of like found some support from back in December 2018, July 2019, and of course November 2019. Look, we sprung, we back tested the spring. Now we're rallying. Big green impulse candle engulfing. So didn't get what we wanted. That's okay. You know. Oh my God, why is that even here? The 4 hour. Right, so you did get convergence. Really nice convergence on the spring back test. Sometimes there's just too much demand, right? You held the support. There's a bullish engulfing candle off the spring, the back test of the spring. Here we go again, running once more. All kinds of places. I don't know, man. This kind of like seems like we could very well test higher prices again. I mean, if you talk about your kind of ranging, it does seem possible. Let's get rid of this idea until it fails. Until we fail to break to higher highs, we start selling off again. Forget about this idea. But no, it's definitely an idea that could be valid in the future, but maybe not right now with the way the macro is going. No, Anon. Let's not experiment with the algos. We have no idea how they work, so. Ten new subs today. Wow, more than I could ever dream of. Oh my God, man. All right, well. I did all I could, man. The stream is slowing down, and Bitcoin's not really slowing down. Just can't. No, let's go to the other one because I want to be conservative here. Stay wary because we just hit the profit taking level of the trade, and we're now at the supply line in log scale on Bitcoin. So this is a chart to take note of, take heed of. Don't forget about it. Know it's here. Yeah, I've been live for 2 hours, 36 minutes, man. Extended coverage, but what I'm going to do is just get out of here. So thank y'all so much for coming by and watching the stream. And yeah, let's be back later. I don't know what I'm going to do about a day stream, night stream, since I'm supposed to be going live in like an hour and 10 minutes anyway. It probably won't happen. So thanks again for the likes, love, support, the contributions, everything. One day the
Long live my little frog and over.
What's up, Lubba, Dub. Thanks for the 420. Really appreciate it. Yeah, frog nano robots. That's what I was thinking, dude. It was exactly what was on my mind. Sure, Eula. But I mean, I was about to get out of here anyway. So whatever, dude. Okay, so I'll be back, man. Sometime. Best of luck on breaking this. Oh, I gotta do it. Yeah, I remember what I gotta do now. Try screen. Okay. What? Are you kidding me, dude? Is it broken now? There we go. Whatever, dude. Okay, so I'll be back. Thanks so much. See you later. Till next time. Respect the T. Hey. Wow, sorry. Where the f is it, dude? Sorry, dude. There we go. Crap.